Could these small cuttings really grow into healthy new plants? Hello, welcome to Great Garden. In today's video, I will guide you step by step through the propagation process and share a simple recipe made from familiar kitchen ingredients to help cuttings develop better. If you love houseplants, don't forget to subscribe to Great Garden so you won't miss any planting, care, or propagation tips on this channel. Let's get started. Do you remember in the previous video when I separated the top and base sections of the Christmas cactus? In today's video, I'll show you part 2 of the propagation process and check the results after 4 weeks. Over the past 4 weeks, I simply placed the cuttings in a bowl and maintained humidity by misting them regularly. Under suitable conditions, these small cuttings have already started producing their first tiny roots. Larger cuttings like these can still root, but to encourage faster root development, I will use toilet paper. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Here, I will choose 4 healthy cuttings for propagation. You just need to follow the steps exactly as shown in the video. First, gently wrap a layer of clean toilet paper around the base of each cutting. Wrap just enough so the paper fits snugly around the base, but avoid wrapping it too thickly or too tightly. Once moistened, this paper layer will help maintain stable moisture around the root-forming area, reducing the risk of the base drying out and creating favorable conditions for young roots to begin developing. After wrapping, check each cutting to make sure the paper is evenly attached around the base without bending or damaging the stem. Wrapping evenly helps ensure all cuttings retain moisture under similar conditions, improving consistency during root development. Now, continue doing the same with all remaining cuttings. Work gently and carefully at every step. Although this may seem like a small detail, maintaining stable moisture during the early stage plays a very important role in root formation. If done correctly, within just a few weeks, you should begin to see the first young roots emerging from the base of the cuttings. If this video helps you better understand how to properly care for your plants, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos. Next, prepare a shallow plastic tray, as shown in the video, and spread a layer of moist moss at the bottom. This moss layer helps maintain stable humidity around the cuttings, while still providing enough airflow to reduce the risk of rot. Then gently place the Christmas cactus cuttings on top of the moss, arranging them so the base touches the moist moss while leaving enough space between cuttings for the roots to grow. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. The next step is to use a spray bottle to evenly moisten the moss. Spray only until the moss is damp. Avoid letting water pool or become overly soggy, as moderate moisture encourages root formation while reducing the risk of stem rot. Over the next 4 weeks, maintain humidity by misting whenever the moss begins to dry. There is no need to spray on a strict schedule, as frequency depends on temperature, air humidity, and the environment where the tray is placed. The goal is to keep the moss lightly moist, but never waterlogged, so the roots can develop healthily. In addition, place the propagation tray in a cool, well-ventilated location with bright indirect light to reduce excessive moisture loss and allow the plant to carry out gentle photosynthesis during the root formation stage. This will create more favorable conditions for the cuttings to adapt and recover after propagation. After 4 weeks, remove the outer paper wrapping. The result may surprise you. Tiny white roots have started forming at the base of the cuttings. This is a very positive sign, showing that the cuttings are developing well and have a high survival rate once transplanted into growing media. Now, do the same for the remaining cuttings. While removing the paper, work very gently and slowly to avoid breaking or damaging the newly formed roots. Although these roots are still tiny and delicate, they are the foundation that will help the plant absorb water and nutrients after transplanting. Keeping the root system intact at this stage will help the plant recover faster and improve survival after planting. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. Next, gently rinse the cuttings under clean running water to completely remove any remaining paper, moss fragments, and other debris around the roots. Use only a gentle stream of water. Do not rub or pull debris off by hand because the young roots are still extremely delicate. Cleaning the roots before planting helps remove moisture-retaining materials around the base and allows you to clearly observe root development. If the roots appear white or creamy white, that is a sign the cuttings are healthy and ready to be planted. After rinsing, place the cuttings in a cool, well-ventilated area for a few minutes to air dry naturally. Once there is no excess water remaining on the roots, you can proceed to planting without affecting the delicate young roots. While waiting, I will prepare the growing medium. For Christmas cactus, an ideal growing medium should meet 2 important requirements: retain enough moisture while remaining airy enough for healthy root development. Here, I use 50% garden soil. This component provides natural minerals and has good water and nutrient retention, giving the plant a stable nutrient source during the early stage after planting. Next is 50% treated Coco Coir. Coco Coir improves aeration, helps retain moisture, and creates air pockets around the roots. This allows young roots to breathe better and reduces the risk of waterlogging when watered properly. After preparing both ingredients, place them in a clean pot and mix thoroughly. The combination of garden soil and Coco Coir creates a balanced medium between moisture retention and drainage, helping roots adapt quickly to their new environment and supporting stable growth after propagation. When the growing medium reaches a uniformly loose and airy texture, the plant will have a better foundation for developing new roots. This helps shorten the recovery period and increases the survival rate after propagation. Now, the growing medium is ready. Once the Christmas cactus cuttings have dried naturally, I will show you how to plant them so they establish roots quickly and grow into healthy plants. First, prepare a pot with drainage holes at the bottom, as shown in the video. Drainage holes allow excess water to escape after watering, reducing the risk of waterlogging. For Christmas cactus, Roots grow best in an airy environment, so good drainage is essential for healthy roots and preventing root rot. Next, spread a layer of growing medium at the bottom of the pot. This base layer helps support the roots, keeps the cutting upright, and allows the roots to quickly contact the medium. In addition, the layer of growing medium at the bottom of the pot acts as a drainage cushion, helping prevent water from accumulating around the lowest roots and thereby reducing the risk of root rot during the early stage after propagation. Then place the cutting in the center of the pot, keeping it upright with the roots spread naturally. Gradually add more growing medium around the roots until the base is covered. Gently press the soil just enough to stabilize the plant, but do not compact it too much, as that reduces airflow. Applying gentle pressure while filling the growing medium will help the plant stay upright, while still preserving the necessary air spaces for water and airflow around the roots. This allows the root system to breathe more efficiently, absorb moisture more effectively, and adapt more quickly to the new environment after planting. That completes the planting process. After planting, water gently around the base using clean water. This helps settle the medium around the roots, improves root to medium contact, and provides the moisture needed for adaptation. Water only enough to moisten the medium. Avoid overwatering since the young roots are still sensitive at this stage. Finally, place the plant in a dry, airy location away from direct sunlight, or somewhere with only soft, indirect light for the first 3 days. This recovery period helps reduce transplant stress, minimizes water loss through the leaves, and allows the young roots to adapt to the new medium. After about 3 days, once the plant has adapted and stabilized, I will prepare a mild nutrient solution. Do you have rice at home? Rice contains starch, a small amount of B vitamins, and some minerals. When processed properly, rice solution can provide a small amount of nutrients and support microbial activity in the growing medium. Add about 3 tablespoons of rice into a blender. Blend until the rice becomes tiny particles evenly mixed in the water. Grinding the rice helps disperse its components more effectively for later use. In addition, blending the rice into a fine powder helps break down the grain structure, allowing the natural nutrients inside, such as starch, B, vitamins, and various organic compounds to be released more quickly. As a result, when the mixture is filtered to obtain the liquid solution, these nutritional components can be extracted more efficiently, making the solution richer in nutrients and more uniform for plant use. As you can see, after blending, the rice has become very fine and no longer retains its original grain shape. This fine texture helps the nutrient extraction process occur more quickly and evenly, while also creating more favorable conditions for the next steps during the solution soaking process. Prepare a clean glass cup or jar and pour the mixture inside. Next, add about 500 milliliters of hot water and stir well until combined. This helps the starch expand and creates a uniform mixture. Cover and steep for 1 hour. After about 1 hour, once the solution has completely cooled, strain it to remove all rice residue. Filtering makes the solution smoother and more consistent, prevents sediment from clogging spray bottles or watering cans, and reduces the risk of leftover residue decomposing in the growing medium and encouraging mold growth. Add 500 milliliters of clean room temperature water to dilute the rice solution. That's it. Your nutrient solution is ready. First, pour the filtered rice solution into a watering can. Then gently water around the base so the solution slowly penetrates the growing medium, avoiding direct watering on the leaves and stems. Rice water may provide a small amount of nutrients and help maintain a favorable environment for beneficial microbes in the medium. When used in moderation, it can support plant recovery and encourage continued root development. However, it is important not to use this solution too frequently or at an overly concentrated strength, as it may cause the growing medium to ferment, produce unpleasant odors, or disrupt the moisture balance inside the pot. In addition, after watering, the plant should be placed in a cool, well-ventilated area. Pour the remaining solution into a spray bottle, then lightly mist the stems and leaves of other plants in your garden. Here, I will use it on a pothos plant. Mist only lightly, so the leaf surface becomes slightly moist. Avoid spraying too much and leaving water sitting on the leaves for long periods. Rice water may provide a small amount of nutrients to the plant surface. However, it is not a primary fertilizer and cannot replace balanced feeding. For best results, use it moderately and combine it with proper care and fertilization. In addition, when spraying onto pothos leaves, you should prioritize spraying the undersides of the leaves, as this is where many stomata are located, allowing the plant to exchange gases more efficiently and absorb moisture more effectively. Results. After about 3 months of care, the Christmas cactus has grown strongly and changed significantly. New leaf segments continue to form, and the plant becomes fuller and greener. The young segments look plump and healthy, while older segments gradually recover, making the plant appear vibrant and full of life. Most importantly, the plant begins producing many new buds and blooms with bright, beautiful flowers, creating a stunning decorative plant. What do you think about this propagation method? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Great Garden, and leave a comment to support us. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.